Hello, wonderful Virgo. I am here today to bring you your reading for October 11th through October 17th. Now, I tried to do one, and I actually did do one for this week, October 4th through 10th, and through the 27th through the 3rd. But I didn't post them because I don't know, they just didn't feel right to post, and I don't want to do a reading, just to have a video up. If I do a reading and it just really doesn't feel right, then I'm not going to post it. I've also been studying the cards really closely while I've been gone, and just connecting to my deck a lot more. I ran out of incense sticks as well, so I'm using an incense cone today. I also have a little bag of peppermint right here is what that is. And I like to keep that there. I find that helps a lot as well. Spirit, what are the messages you have for Virgo from October 11th through October 17th, 2015 regarding love? Spirit, what are the messages you have for Virgo from October 11th to October 17th, 2015. Now, I do want to remind you guys that this is a general reading, and general readings aren't always completely accurate for everyone. It is a general reading, and just like horoscopes doesn't always resonate with everyone in that sign. It's also important to remember that there's sun, moon, and rising signs, and that affects things differently as to how much you resonate and what way and all that stuff, I think. Spirit, what are the messages you have for Virgo from October 11th to October 17th, 2015? Okay. Let's move that up the way. Sunday, October 11th. Monday, October 12th. Tuesday, October 13th. You can't see it, but I did put one over here. Wednesday, October 14th. Thursday, October 15th. Friday, October 16th. And Saturday, October 17th. Now, I will show you the cards as I talk about them. Okay, let's go ahead, and I'm going to flip all of them over, and then we'll kind of go through what they could mean. So for Sunday, October 11th, we have the Hermit card, Virgo. Monday, October 12th, we have the Magician card. Tuesday, October 13th, we have the Hanging Man card. Wednesday, October 14th, we have the Page of Pentacles. Thursday, October 15th, we have the High Priestess. Friday, October 16th, we have the Four of Wands. And Saturday, October 17th, I have the Eight of Cups for you, Virgo. Okay, so let's see. For Sunday, October 11th, we have the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is a withdrawal for contemplation, inner wisdom, and kind of going over things. It could be, before you make a decision, you could be trying to, decide what decision you're going to make, what one feels right to you, what one feels like the decision that needs to be made to you, and kind of withdrawing in yourself for that is what I see that is advised for Sunday. Okay. For Monday, October 12th, we have the Magician card. And for the Magician card, you have the ability to succeed, you have the ability to master. Let's see. Let's see if my book has a better meaning for that, because that's what I'm getting. Let's see what the definition meaning is. The Magician is to inform you that you have the skills and the ability required to handle a task well and bring it to successful conclusion. Just like the Magician, you must apply yourself with concentration and willpower in order to succeed, but you have all the potential to do so. This is the time for action and initiative with any new ventures. You need to have the confidence that you are indeed heading in the right direction. I do like to get my book out like that for the major arcana cards, because there is just so many different meanings, I feel like, for them. And I want to make sure that, because with it being a general reading, some people will identify with them and resonate with them in one way, and then others in a different way. So for Tuesday, October 13th, we have the Hanging Man, which is another major arcana card. We've had a lot of those so far, haven't we? So for the Hanging Man, it says, life may seem to be in a period of suspension, but this offers the opportunity to look at matters from a different and fresh perspective, which will bring a possible solution through better understanding. This card can indicate self-sacrifice. Sometimes we need to let go of something in order, in the shorter term, to gain something considered far more beneficial in the longer term. It can represent delayed gratification, which is also a form of self-sacrifice. The Hanging Man card, despite its appearance, is not one to be feared. Remember, the figure is in a voluntary position. So, all three of these cards so far that we have goes really well together. And so far, it's a lot of, you need to really think, am I making the right decision? You need to make sure that you're doing the right thing, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you as well. So for Wednesday, October 14th, we have the Page of Pentacles. And Pentacles are generally to do with money. It is an earth element. It can be material aspects of life and finance as well. It could be good news financially, academic or methodical child is what it could be as well. And then it could also be where you receive some good news that will bring welcome changes into your life. This may have a financial or academic connection. And so for Thursday, October 15th, we have the High Priestess card, another major arcana card. And it says, the High Priestess represents mysteries and secrets, and so indicates that there is so much more depth to some matter than you have seen so far. With the right cards, it could show a secret becoming known to you that would be to your benefit. At this time, you need to follow your intuition and trust your instincts. Now remember not to follow this card too early. I do think that the self-reflection that happens on Sunday and on Tuesday is important for following your instincts on Thursday. And I do think that it's important to do that because you may find out something that you didn't know before, and it could completely change, what you think is right to do. The Four of Wands is your card for Friday, October 16th. And the Four of Wands wands are generally to do with career and initiative and action. The Four of Wands is stability. It could be holidays, like a vacation, and it could be marriage plans. We now see this stability as a result of the hard work that has gone before. Not only feeling satisfied with what you have so far accomplished, but also a sense of harmony, which now means you can afford to reward yourself with some time off. Holidays are indicated, a time of rest and relaxation with your family or those near you that you love, a welcome pause to recharge your batteries. The Four of Wands brings a feel-good factor into play, a sense of contentment with oneself and life. When other indications are present, it can also show plans for marriage being made, in which case this card would further strengthen the message of the other cards. It could be possibly something to do with marriage, only if that's what you're considering on Sunday. You're deciding, is this right to do? And on Tuesday, if you're deciding, is this right to do? And then Thursday, you follow your instincts. Then Friday, that could happen. But of course, that isn't going to apply to everybody. I'm a Virgo, and I know that's not going to apply to me. So, I know that's not going to apply to a lot of you. But for some of you, that is what those cards could mean. For Saturday, October 17th, we have the Eight of Cups. And cups are generally to do with emotions. Eight of Cups can be abandoning a path, disillusionment, feeling emotionally unfulfilled, which I think is really interesting considering the cards that came earlier in the week. Really the word that's associated with this card is abandonment. The Eight of Cups are behind the figure, which represents the emotional investment given previously, just as this card shows, and now you turn your back on the situation and walk away from it, as it no longer fulfills you. Therefore, it shows you abandoning something through disappointment. It must be remembered that the action of walking away from the situation is a choice. Frequently, this represents something that has held you back for a long time, but due to the amount of emotional investment, you found it difficult to walk away and move on, even though you inwardly may have been aware that for some time you felt disillusioned. Finally, a new path is pursued. So there'll definitely be some switch-ups on Saturday, and you'll be making some choices that I feel like you've been wanting to make for quite some time, and you're finally going to be able to make those now. Which is interesting considering all of the thinking of whether it's right, Thursday, following your instincts, and then the Four of Wands for Friday, which is stability, and then Saturday you're just going to walk away from something. You're going to decide, this isn't for me. Very interesting to think about. I would love to hear what these things could mean for you guys. It's very interesting for me because I'm friends with a lot of Virgos, and so when I do readings for myself, I oftentimes do them for Virgos and discuss what I found with them, and I tell them, this is what it meant for me, what did it mean for you? And it's really interesting to think about all the different ways that these cards could align for a Virgo. Like I said, again, this is a general reading. To really get an accurate reading, you should do a personal reading. I don't do personal readings right now. No one's really requested them, and I feel like I wouldn't want to charge for, especially for the first couple that I did for a private reading for somebody. I have done a couple, but I want to get a lot of private readings under my belt before I ever charge money for something like that. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, Virgo, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Have a great week, Virgo.